Hi students, now we are going to study about statistics. It is the study of collection, organization, analysis and interpretation of data. It deals with the planning of data collection in terms of the design of surveys and experiments. This field of mathematics is so widely employed in academic disciplines, government, business and the natural and social sciences. Nowadays, statistical consultants are also available to provide help for organizations and companies without direct access to expertise relevant to their particular problems. Statisticians improve the quality of data with the design of experiments and survey sampling. Statistics also provide us tool for prediction and forecasting using data and statistical models. As we are all together so new to this branch of study, we shall understand the basic concepts and theories that are necessary for our further studies in our higher classes. So, without wasting a moment of time, let's embark on this fascinating journey which involves statistics. Let's start. So, students, here we have our first section of stats. The word statistics appears to have been derived from the Latin word status, which means a state, or we can say a political state. You know, students, if we talk about this term stats some years back, then it was simply a collection of data on different aspects of the life of pupil, which is useful to the state. But now, gradually over the period of time, its use and scope has been broadened and it began to concern itself not only with the collection and presentation of data but also with the interpretation and drawing of inferences from these data. Now, the word stats is used in both in its singular sense as well as in its plural sense. In singular sense, we can say it may be defined as the science of collection, presentation, analysis and interpretation of numerical data. And in its plural sense, we can say it may be defined as numerical facts or observations collected with definite purpose or with a definite goal. For example, if we talk about singular sense, the statement would be like, I like to study statistics because it is used in day-to-day life. In this statement, the word stats is used as a singular noun, which means the subject which deals with the collection, presentation, analysis of data, as well as drawing of meaningful conclusions or inferences from this data. And in the same manner, if we talk about plural sense, the statement would be like, may I have the latest copy of Educational Stats of India? Now, in this statement, stats is used in a plural sense, which means numerical data. It may include a number of educational institutions of India, literacy rates of various states, etc. Or we can say income and expenses of persons in a particular locality, number of boys and girls in a particular class are statistics. Or we can say they all the statements include in plural sense. Now, students, every day we come across a lot of information, knowledge in the form of facts, numerical figures, graphs, tables, charts, and so on. You know, students, these all data and facts and figures are provided by newspapers, magazines, televisions, radio, and a lot of other mode of communications. And these all data may relate to cricket batting or bowling averages, profit of a company, loss of a company, temperature of cities, expenses in various sectors of a 5-year plan, election results, and so on. So, these facts and figures, which are numerical, collected with a definite purpose, is called data. Basically, it is the plural form of the Latin word datum, or we can say in more simple words, it is a collection of facts such as values or measurements, which may be numbers, words, measurements, observations, or even just description of things also. Now, if we have to define statistics in a classical manner, it would be like it is the study of the collection, organization, analysis, and interpretation of data. It deals with all aspects of this, including the planning of data collection in terms of the design of surveys and experiments. Now, let's move on some characteristics of stats. The first one says a single observation does not form stats. Stats are a sum total of observations. Let's say if we are talking about a particular individual, then it is not considered as an stats. When we are able to compare the data, we'll consider that data into stats. The second one says stats are collected with a definite purpose. If we are collected the data, then definitely we have a purpose or we have a goal to find something with the help of these data and facts and figures. Basically, the third one is it is an experiment which are comparable and can be classified into various groups. And the last one says statistics are expressed quantitatively as well as qualitatively. Now move on to types of data. As we have studied in the last point of characteristics of stats, that is that data can be qualitative as well as quantitative. Now one more thing, students, quantitative data may be discrete or continuous also. Now the question arises in your mind is what is discrete data and what is continuous data? First one is discrete data. What is it? In discrete data, we can only take certain values like whole numbers. Let's say the number of students in a class. Definitely, it would be like 4 students, 8 students, 2 students, 11 students. That is, you can't take half of a student. Now the next one is continuous data. It can take any value within a range. Let's say the length of a leaf or a dog's weight. In more simple words, we can say like discrete data is counted while continuous data is measured. Now it's time to look one more example to have more clarification between discrete and continuous data. Now students, what we can say about this dog in terms of qualitative and quantitative? Let's see. There are two categories, qualitative and quantitative. Now basically what we will do, we will just categorize the dog features in two categories. Now it depends what kind of feature fell into which category. If we talk about qualitative data, we can say about this dog, that is, first if we talk about the qualitative data, we can say he has white and black hair, as we have seen in this picture also, he has long hair and he has a sad expression. These all statements will fall into the category of qualitative data. Now if we talk about quantitative data, then again we have two datas, that is discrete data and continuous data. Now what is discrete and what is continuous in this quantitative data, or what are the features which fell into the category of discrete data and continuous data about this particular dog? Let's see here. He has 4 legs, he has 2 ears. These two statements are come under the category of discrete data. Why? Because we have already studied we have to take certain values, or we can say whole numbers. So he has 4 legs, he has 2 ears, these can be counted. Now in continuous data, he weighs 25.5 kg and he is 565 millimeter tall. His weight is 25.5 kg. 25.5 is not a whole number at all. That's why it fell into the category of continuous data, not in discrete data. Now students, it will be more than enough for the introduction part of stats. Now we are going to meet in our next section where we are going to study about collection of data. Till then, take care. Students, till so far we have studied about the concept of stats. Now it's time to look application of stats in real life. The application of stats nowadays is using in so many domains like biostats, business analytics, demography, environmental stats, operation research, statistical thermodynamics, quality control, etc. But here we look some of its main uses. First one is chemometrics. Very obvious, there is a question in your mind right now, what is chemometrics? Students, chemometric means performing calculations on measurements of chemical data. Now, the science of chemometrics gives many different ways to solve the problem for analysis of spectral data. So we can say it is the science of relating measurements made on a chemical system via application of using mathematical or statistical methods. Second one is business analytics. What is business analytics? It is a rapidly developing business process that applies statistical methods to data sets to develop new insights and understanding of business performance and opportunities. Students, nowadays it becomes the top spending priority for enterprises worldwide. Take for example analysis of the sales report for the purpose of finding out the percentage growth in sales. So here we have to analysis of the data, or we can say statistical data, through which we are able to take the right decision to achieve the higher sales. Statistical methods or statistics help us to get to the right business decisions, improve employee accountability, track performance of our products and services, learn how to make these better and increase overall performance within our enterprise. Very simple. Through an average day, our business is accumulating tons of data within its data warehouses, correct? BA, that is business analytics, let us derive various kinds of report that allow us to get the benefits from this data. Nowadays, very advanced form of methods are coming to improve the business goals like ERP, CRM and SCM. All these things are only possible to happen because of statistical data. The third one is biostats. Biostats is nothing but it is a branch of biology that studies biological phenomena and observations by means of statistical analysis, which includes medical statistics also. Now let's meet in our next section where we are going to study about the collection of data. Thank you.